What's busting YouTube? What's busting Tiapetors? The show boy Bucks the Coldest, aka Glitz grandson, back with another busting Blizzy man. You feel me? Blizzard. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I gotta get that together for you. Feel me? New intro coming soon. I just gotta figure it out. But look though, I appreciate y'all. Hold on, cause I know I ain't do this yet. Let me put that on go so we locked in on game.
In March of 2017, a call was made to 911 to report the sound of gunfire.
Oh yeah, look. If you ain't already, like, comment, subscribe. Do that if you new on game. We finna hit 1K subs real soon. The grind don't stop. Yeah, we finna keep pushing for now.
A Grand Rapids, Michigan neighborhood. The police were dispatched to the scene, and they would find the body of 50-year-old Lori Lundenberg lying on the sidewalk.
They left Lauren outside on the sidewalk, deceased. Bro, who did her like that, folks? 50-year-old Lauren? They bogus, I ain't gonna lie, folks. Rest in peace, Lauren.
The first thing they noticed was that none of Lori's belongings had been stolen, so most likely not a robbery gone wrong.
There wasn't no robbery. They just wanted Lauren gone. She probably knew something.
Also noticed that there was no bullet casings in the area, which meant that the shooter likely shot from the inside of a vehicle.
Shot from the inside of a vehicle, or they picked up the shell casing. I ain't gonna lie, shell's hot, folks. Photo grade, folks. I don't know. Unless they had a shell catcher. It depends on what kind of pipe it was, I ain't gonna lie.
Or they used a revolver.
I used a revolver. Nah, they said or they used a revolver on gang.
They continued to investigate the case, but without witness testimony or evidence, it would remain unsolved for almost a year.
They probably did this like in the AM or like the late hours, like 11, 12. They was probably going for a walk, or she was probably in the car with them. Little folks got to tweaking, like, matter of fact, get out, walk home. She okay, got out, got to walking. Folks bet out the car with her, or he blew out the window on game.
In January of 2018, the police responded to another shooting in the same area where Lori had been found. This time, the victim was a man named Andre Hawken. While they investigated the crime scene, they attempted to question a man named Vicente Rodriguez. Vicente tried to flee the scene, but the police were able to catch and arrest him.
How you get booked by 12, shorty? What was you even doing in the area? That's probably what 12 was thinking. They folks dead. That's the only dude on the streets. Hey, check it out, shorty. It ain't no running unless he ain't get too far. They hawked him down, put him in cuffs. I wouldn't be surprised if they put folks on his neck, folks.
Vicente was
Because they don't be showing no remorse once you run from that whole game, folks.
Carrying a gun with the same caliber of bullets as the one that took Lori's life.
This the shell? What's that, 5.56?
The police now had their prime suspect, so all that was left to do was to interrogate him and see
what folks shooting, folks. Oh, gang, like what kind of pipe he had
to say.
We know you went through a very emotionally charged kind of thing. We know things didn't go the way you meant them to go, okay?
So what would this be, like a serial killer? Because if both shells go back. So folks got caught with a dirty pipe. Oh yeah, you book, folks. You cook over it. And you just caught a B-boy over it. He finna catch the book or something.
Sure, what happened didn't mean to happen. But
they playing that script on them like they already know what's going on.
Talk about it and stuff, okay? Something, I'm going to read you your rights because you're here and you can't leave.
Hey, look, folks, I know I'll be overpaused. If you want to go watch that video, folks, this, you feel me, go over there to Red Tree Crime, folks, on game.
And
I don't care if I pause a lot. I don't care.
So I'm going to read you your rights, then we can decide how this is going to go, okay? Can you read and write English, okay? Yes? Would you like to read along with that card? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to the presence of a lawyer before and during any questioning, and if you wish a lawyer can afford one, the court will appoint one before any questioning. You understand that?
No one's going to make you say anything today.
I know that.
You want to do it again? Okay, let's do it again. Number one, you have the right to remain silent. You understand that?
Yeah, meaning you ain't gotta say nothing, shorty. Or hit him with the lawyer for the grid.
Yep, okay. Number two, anything you say will be used against you in a court of law. You understand that? No?
No.
Folk, anything you say can and will, folk. It will be used against you, and it can be used against you. Both can and will, folk. Used against you. Not to your benefit. You hear me? Not to your benefit, shorty.
Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. I don't doubt for 1 second that you understand what I'm telling you. You understand the conversation. You understand the questions. So we're gonna have to come to some type of agreement here, or at least an understanding whether or not you want to act like a young adult or not.
After Vincente has read his rights, he says he doesn't understand what is being read to him. Whether he is playing dumb or he really doesn't understand doesn't matter, because the detective can't continue to question him until he hears Vincente say he understands.
Talk to a lot of people. You're not an unintelligent person. You want to start over?
I forget.
Okay.
How long ago did you guys break up?
Oh,
You and your girlfriend?
I don't even remember that.
They have already spoken with Vincente's mother prior to this interrogation.
Wait, so little folks was going out with Lauren, folk? Folk, what Lauren do to you, shorty? Funny, what made you blow Lauren down, folk?
She informed them that his girlfriend had broken up with him, and he was very depressed because
Oh. Folk, I'm finna tell you what to do with that depression, folk. When you depressed, go work on yourself. I understand. I understand, folk. It do get hard, folk. On game, but that all that mean was she wasn't the one for you, folk. That's all that really mean, folk. You feel me? If she broke up with you, that mean, alright, go work on yourself. And then when you work on yourself, she gonna want you back. Or even if she don't want you back, you got better options, folks. Anywhere it go, you should have alternative options. If you don't work on yourself, then the options gonna present themselves. For now. If you don't know what to start with your fitness. Go to the gym or something. Get your mind together. You feel me?
of it.
You guys were obviously very serious with each other. You had some goals written down there in your bedroom closet about what your goals together were going to be for the new year.
You gotta make goals with yourself too, folks.
Was that for next New Year's or this New Year's that already happened? Was that the goal for?
I just I can't say I blacked out. I don't. It's like once it gets to a point.
I know you've had some anger issues and been to some anger counseling in the past, right? Was that?
Is now a good time to buy a home? Ooh, I like this position.
We're talking about like last night, 7, 8, 9 o'clock p.m.
I'm just trying to think about what I did yesterday.
Sure.
I remember basically like we was texting and stuff, me and her.
That was texting, then the next day she did. What's the coincidence? You smoked her, folk. You crashed out and you smoked her, folk. You had to, folk. Cause what you mean? Y'all was texting the next day she gone. Now and she broke up with you, folk. And you got depressed from it. I understand the depression part, folk. I understand that, folk. But at the same time, you can't even get mad at that. That's a signal that you gotta do better with yourself. It probably wasn't time for you to get into a relationship, folks. Probably time for you to do better. Go get some more bread. You feel me? Get your fitness together, folks. Like, I don't understand, like, why people trip over females. Like, I do. I ain't even gonna say that I'll be lying, folks, because I do, folks. Because sometimes when that other person, like, you really rocks with them, folks, and, like, you feel me? Like, that heart really beat up, folks. Especially, like, when your heart already cold, but then she play with your heart. I understand that. I do. But sometimes you need that heartbreak. Some people didn't even get to be able to go through a heartbreak. That's a blessing that you got the opportunity to get that. You feel me? So you got to use that to your advantage, folks. You can't be crying. Even if you is crying, go cry and work on yourself at the same time. It's gonna help your mind overall. Let's keep it 850.
I know I was like, we were like not on good, like, we were on a good term. Like, not to the point where if I seen her, I'm like angry at her or anything. It's just, I have that, it'll be at that point where it's just like I feel some light. And, like, I'm just not about to just, like, I'm not gonna just start yelling and screaming for no reason.
Again, you can't even be doing that, folks. I'm with you on that.
It's a good choice.
Yeah. But I just, it leaded off with anger. I don't know what we was talking about, but I know, like, the conversation, like, ended, and I didn't hear from her for a while, and, like, I know I was calling for a second. I probably called a couple times.
Who?
I don't know.
Listen to me. I want to make sure who we're talking about. Who are we talking about that you're having problems with?
What was her name?
I don't know her name, folks.
She's your girlfriend, right?
It's really hard for me to remember, like.
I ain't gonna lie, folks. You already started snitching on yourself, folks. You might as well just get them all a tea, folks. You might as well just fill that cup up, because you already started, folks. You ain't hit them with the remain silent. You could have hit them with that, or you could have asked for the lawyer, folks. You could still ask for the lawyer, but you already started talking, folks. You might as well just finish pouring a cup, folks. It ain't no point of playing slow, folks. It ain't no point of playing slow. Because I see the cap, folks. I see the blap all through you, folks.
What
and I don't even got no glasses, shorty.
happened yesterday to whatever, like, got me in this situation right now. Because I feel like, yeah, I know it's...
Oh! Wait, folks. Time out on for them. So look, right? That was, she broke up with him because she probably felt like she could do better. You feel me? She felt like she could do better, so she broke up with folks. He got blue. But then he found out who she was talking to on the other side, and he got angry, so he smoked her, and then he called folks walking. He clapped him down too. Same pipe, a dirty weapon. Folks, you booked, folks. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even no detective, and I just put that together, folks. On game. I'm my own spy. And own lawyer. I'm for that.
You guys are detectives, and whatever happened is serious.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it gotta be serious because I'm sitting in front of y'all.
Right.
I had to go to the hospital.
Right. Who knows about that? Do you have a little run into the police dog?
Vincente continues pretending he cannot remember what happened the night before. He says that it must be something serious, since he was arrested and he is being questioned by the police. He also claims that he doesn't remember his ex-girlfriend's name, even though they dated for quite some time.
Only thing that I was just about to say is that I know me and her texted from here and there, and we had like a little disagreement, argument. However,
Is it hard just kind of coming to terms with speaking about that? You feel like
speaking about what?
Speaking about her. I mean, I think you dated her for about 3 years. I mean, I got a
3 years, then she broke up with you? I know folks hurt. I ain't gonna lie. I know folks hurt, folks.
I can't remember what I had for lunch some days. But I can remember a girl.
Hey, gang, look, check it out, folks. When y'all be getting into these relationships, folks, these females, folks, y'all gotta continue to work on y'all self throughout these relationships. You cannot put your girl as the top priority, gang. I don't care how bad she is, how good she look, how good her mindset is, folks. You gotta continue to work on yourself, folks. You guys to. Cause if you don't continue to work on yourself, and she gonna feel like, I can do better. He ain't really doing that for real. You out the picture just like that. She talking to little Charlie on the corner, folks. And you can't get mad at she talking to little Charlie, folks, cause you was not standing on your business, shorty. On folk now. You cannot get mad at her for that, folks. You gotta stand on your business before y'all get together, while y'all together. And then if y'all break up, still be on your business, folks. Like, how you gonna let her make you crash out, folks? Like, and then you crash out, and then now you booked for life. Now you surrounded by men, folks. For what? For what, folks? Like, it ain't worth the game. For them, it ain't worth it, folks. Work on yourself. For them, work on yourself. And when you get blessed with an opportunity to have a heartbreak, folks, take advantage of it. Or any opportunity you get, take advantage of it. See what good can you bring out of this situation, no matter what it is, folks. I don't care if your tire caught a flat. I don't care if your window broke, you wasn't even just standing bad. I don't care. You hear me? I do not care, boy. Look for the good in the situation. It don't matter, bro. Bad going to happen. When there's darkness, there's sun. You get what I'm saying? It's like tunnel vision, folks. It's gonna be dark. But that darkness can only last for so long. Then there's going to be light. And that light can only last for so long. So when things is going so good, just know something gonna go bad eventually. Or when things is going bad, just know something good is gonna happen eventually. But you gotta feed the positive into your mind, boy. But if you ain't feeding yourself positive thoughts, are you gonna be going down, folks? On phone them. And then you can't even get mad because it's about what you feeding up here, folks. On game.
I dated for 3 years. Probably remember her first name.
Yeah, when you say her first name, yeah. I remember.
Okay.
He said when you say her first name, I remember it too. Folks.
She cheating on you?
She had to, folks. Folks found out clap shorty. And her.
Or did you think she was cheating on you? Why would you think that?
It wasn't a thing.
He knew she was cheating on him. Folks, this just proved my theory. And on gang, I did not watch this video prior to this video. I'm folded up, boy. Hey, I'm good at this. I'm getting good, folks. I'm folded up. I'm getting good at these.
You do it?
Had you seen her with him before last night?
I ain't gonna lie, you already gave them a motive, shorty. You out of that checklist, you booked.
I saw it and I just.
You saw it? You saw it? You just admitted to the police that you saw it? Boy, you was booked. It ain't no point in pretending to be slow no more. It ain't no point to pretending to be not there like you don't know what's going on, folks. We all know you know what's going on, folks. You can't get yourself out of this. We can't lie your way out of this one, folks. Unless you're under the influence, then they probably do let you get away. Cause the only reason I'm saying that because I watched the shot, right, and they let old folks get out, and cause he came in as drunk. You feel me? And he snitched and told on himself about what he did, and he actually did do it. I don't know if that's how real life works, but oh, gang, bro, it happened on now. You never know. Case by case scenario. But you already gave them motive, folks. And if you sober, shorty, what? You're booked.
According to witness testimony, what he saw was his ex-girlfriend and his victim, Andre, together in the car. Vincente almost confesses to the crime by saying that he saw it and he just snapped, but he stops right before saying snap.
He already said he been blacking out. When you black out, that's another word for crash out. No black.
The detective asks him to elaborate on what he saw.
Vicente, what'd you see?
I ain't gonna lie, the police be good at these tactics though, for they sure do be getting them to tell on themselves for game they do. I get them they kudos, folks. They be really breaking people down in these rooms, for like I get them they props on gang. I get them they props, for like they know what they be doing, folks.
Just how our relationship turned out.
Okay.
Our relationship turned out. Like, it was perfect.
Ain't nothing perfect. I don't care how much you think it's perfect. Ain't nothing perfect, bruh. That's like you grab some shoes. They look brand spanking new when you first get them. You wear them 5 times, 6 times. Then you decide, I'm just gonna wear these like one more day. That's the 7th time you done wore these shoes. You think they go still look brand spanking new, folk? No, shorty. They gonna have some type of defects. It don't matter. I don't care, folk. I don't care. You can make them look back brand new, folk. But deep down, you know, them shoes ain't brand new no more. Oh, now, that's just rhyme. I ain't even trying to make it rhyme, shorty.
To me.
But then it got bad.
I guess you noticed that I have a problem.
She noticed that you did? With like,
I know I have a problem.
what do you think your problem is?
With jealousy?
Huh?
With jealousy, do you have a problem with?
That can fall in line. But I seriously have a problem, like, with, like, my brain. I really do.
I ain't gonna lie, for that might be the deal breaker for him for him to like go to a little crazy house and get out. Like if he really don't got it there all the way, folk, I ain't gonna lie, they might send folks to a crazy house. He might do a little time and then get out, folk. I'm just saying, folk.
I'm here in a minute and then I'm not.
Can I refresh your memory about a couple things? That'd be okay. Do you remember being over on 2nd Street last night? Because a lot of people on 2nd Street remembered you being over there.
You got witnesses? Folk, don't tell me you didn't went on a hit. Barefaced, witness recognize your face. You killed somebody over envy. Folk, you don't think they was better off together and you could have upgraded? Well, sometimes it do begin like that. You know? Like, it be seeming so good. It do. It do be seeming so good. But that's about being comfortable, folks. You can't never be comfortable, dude. You not, bro. What, you think is permanent? It's like your phone. You think your phone is permanent? No. You gonna have to upgrade at some point. See, that be our problem, folks. Y'all be scared to upgrade, folks. You can't be scared to upgrade. If you scared to upgrade, then whatever you use it for, it's gonna get worn out, folks. And when it get worn out, it's gonna say bye bye. Bye bye, see you later. And then what? What you gonna do? Cry? Moan? Like, what you gonna do? You ain't gonna stand on your 10 and go do what you gotta do? Well, it don't care. It's gonna say bye bye. See you later. Alligator. I'm phone now.